In pest control services, AI search is already doing something every CMO and growth leader needs to understand. It is compressing the market. When homeowners ask for the best pest control provider, compare companies, or look for pricing and plans, AI systems are not showing a long search results page. They are forming a shortlist, and in this public benchmark, that shortlist is heavily concentrated around two brands. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, a growth strategist and AI discovery analyst. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI systems shape commercial discovery, especially in high-intent categories where recommendation positioning can directly influence revenue. The June 2026 Pest Control Services benchmark shows one of the clearest examples of recommendation compression. Orkin leads the category with an AI authority value of $4.73 million. Terminix follows closely at $4.31 million. Together, those two brands account for $9.04 million out of $10.66 million in captured AI authority value among the tracked brands. That is roughly 85% of captured recommendation value sitting with two national providers. The commercial point is simple. AI systems are treating most of the market as background information while elevating a very small set of providers into the active buyer shortlist. This is where many AI visibility dashboards can become misleading. Both Orkin and Terminix appear in roughly 2/3 of AI responses, but their advantage is deeper than appearance. Orkin has a valid recommendation coverage rate of 23.8%, an average recommended rank of 1.37, and a rank 1 rate of 14.9%. When AI systems recommend Orkin, they usually place it first or second. Terminix appears slightly more often, at 70.5% of responses, and converts that presence into recommendations at 22.9% coverage. Its average recommended rank is 1.46. That distinction matters. A brand can be visible in pest control services conversations without being selected. In AI discovery, the valuable event is being framed as a credible choice placed near the top and advanced into the shortlist. The gap behind the two leaders is stark. Hawk's Pest Control holds the third highest AI authority value at $783,000, but the benchmark shows that this is driven largely by visibility assist rather than direct recommendations. The brand appears in 6.2% of responses, with valid recommendation coverage of only 0.4%. Arrow Exterminators has the highest net sentiment score in the category at 0.50, which is a positive signal, but it converts only 3.2% of appearances into valid recommendations, and when recommended, its average rank is 3.54. Western Exterminator shows the sharpest warning sign. It appears in 3% of AI responses, but its valid recommendation coverage is just 0.2%. AI systems acknowledge the brand, but rarely present it as a provider buyers should choose. For operators, that is the danger zone, visible enough to help define the category, but too weakly positioned to win the decision. The benchmark focuses on three public high-intent prompt clusters: Best Pest Control Services, Pest Control Service Comparisons, and Pest Control Pricing and Plans. These are not casual awareness queries. They map to discovery, evaluation, and decision. In the Best Pest Control Services cluster, Orkin and Terminix dominate top 3 and rank 1 placement, and together capture 24.1% of the cluster's total opportunity value. No other public brand in the data set exceeds 2.5% captured share. In comparison prompts, Orkin still leads, Terminix follows, and Arrow Exterminators shows its strongest relative performance. That suggests Arrow has content that AI systems can use in comparison contexts, even if it has not translated into top-tier recommendation position. In pricing and plans, the highest intent cluster, Terminix actually exceeds Orkin in rank 1 rate. That is commercially important because pricing-related prompts often sit closest to purchase. The concentration is not random. The benchmark points to evidence architecture. Orkin and Terminix have extensive official content, including service pages, pest-specific treatment pages, pricing-related content, and location coverage. AI systems can retrieve and cross-reference that material. They also benefit from third-party coverage across review aggregators, comparison content, and industry publications. That gives AI platforms multiple public sources that say similar things. This is the citation architecture layer. AI systems look for corroboration, brands with structured first-party content, consistent third-party validation, and positive recommendation framing earn stronger recommendation credit. Brands with thin, fragmented, or purely factual coverage may still be mentioned, but they struggle to become recommended choices. The leadership takeaway from this pest control services benchmark is that AI discovery is already creating a smaller, more concentrated choice set. For brands outside the top 2, the priority is not simply more mentions. The priority is converting existing visibility into recommendation credit across discovery, comparison, and decision stage prompts. That means strengthening service content, pricing transparency, review evidence, comparison readiness, and the public citation layer AI systems use to justify recommendations. If you want to understand how AI is actually positioning your company in buyer conversations, that's exactly what we analyze at LLM Authority Index.